Have you ever wondered if you are really getting paid what you deserve for those extra hours you put in? Many people assume that if they work more than 40 hours a week, they automatically qualify for overtime pay. But the truth about who qualifies can be a bit more complex. The short answer is no. The Fair Labor Standards Act, or FLSA, does not apply to all workers when it comes to overtime pay. This important federal law establishes minimum wage and overtime pay eligibility, but it includes specific exemptions that mean certain employees are not entitled to overtime, even if they work more than 40 hours in a work week. The core reason for this lies in how the FLSA categorizes employees. It divides them into two main groups, non-exempt and exempt. Non-exempt employees are those who must be paid at least the minimum wage and receive overtime pay at 1.5 times their regular rate for all hours worked over 40 in a work week. Exempt employees, on the other hand, are not entitled to overtime pay. To be considered exempt, an employee must meet 3 key tests. First, they must be paid a predetermined and fixed salary that does not vary based on the quality or quantity of work. Second, this salary must meet a specific minimum threshold set by the Department of Labor. Third, and most importantly, their primary job duties must fall into one of the FLSA's recognized exemption categories, such as executive, administrative, professional, computer, or outside sales employees. Each of these categories has precise requirements that go beyond just a job title. So how can you figure out if these rules apply to you? Start by understanding your actual job duties, not just your title. If your role involves significant discretion and independent judgment, manages other employees, or requires advanced knowledge, you might be in an exempt category. Check your pay stubs to see if you are paid a salary or an hourly wage. If you are paid hourly, you are almost always non-exempt and eligible for overtime. If you are salaried, compare your salary to the current federal minimum for exemption, which as of early 2024 is $680 per week. However, meeting the salary threshold alone is not enough. Your duties must also pass the test. A key concept here is the duties test. This is not about how many hours you work, but what you actually do. For example, an administrative exempt employee must perform office or non-manual work directly related to the management or general business operations of the employer or the employer's customers, and must exercise discretion and independent judgment on significant matters. This goes well beyond basic clerical tasks. Similarly, a professional exempt employee usually performs work requiring advanced knowledge acquired through a prolonged course of specialized intellectual instruction. Ultimately, knowing whether you are exempt or non-exempt is vital for protecting your right to proper compensation. If you suspect your classification might be incorrect, documenting your actual work responsibilities and hours is a smart first step. This knowledge empowers you to have informed conversations with your employer, or, if necessary, to seek professional guidance about your specific situation. Understanding these distinctions helps ensure you receive the pay you have earned for all your hard work.